Good afternoon and welcome to Leadership Tip Tuesday with Coach Ellis. Yeah, I know I'm coming in just a little bit later than I usually do. That's because as you can tell, I'm out in the woods, out by a lake, taking care of some things. So I want to make sure that I did not miss the opportunity to share some Leadership Tip Tuesdays. So this is the day I spend just a few minutes with emerging, existing, and exiting leaders. Talking about the principles of leadership. And it doesn't matter whether you are in charge of a Fortune 500 company, a large ecumenical organization, a small business, or just your family. The leadership principles are pretty much the same. So last week we started talking about the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership by John Maxwell. Today I want to cover the second law. The second law, Lady D, is the law of influence. Essentially, what John Maxwell says is that leadership is about influence, nothing more and nothing less. And while I may not necessarily agree that that's all leadership is, that it's much more than that, I will concede this, that leadership is about influence. It's about who you are, about your character, how that character impacts those around you. You know, it's easy, it's simple, it's not difficult at all to push people into doing what you want them to do. And leadership is more about inspiring people than it is about motivating them. Motivating people simply makes them change their activities, change their actions, where inspiring them makes them believe. And what we're really after when it comes to this law of influence is, how does my character speak to the inner beings of those who are working with me, those who are around me? How does my track record help those have faith that I really do know where we are going and how we ought to get there? Or if I don't know, that they can trust me that I'm going to work as hard as they're going to work to meet our goals. Influence is not about being pushy or about making people do something. It's about inspiring them, having them buy in. And this is one of the important pieces. If you really want to have influence, this is about sharing who you are. It's not about giving yourself away. It's about sharing. So when people hear your heart, when they hear your vision, when they know that despite how the circumstances, situation, or condition looks, that you are sold out to the outcome, you have influence. So on this day, I want us all to remember that leadership, the law of influence, is essential to leadership. How do you influence people? And you can influence them for greatness, or you can influence them for mediocrity. But that's your choice. Whether you're a great leader or a good leader, all leaders influence. So on this day, on this Leadership Tip Tuesday, I want you to influence people to be their personal best. I'm Coach Ellis. You got questions or comments, leave it down below. Or hit me up on Facebook at Coach Ellis, or on my email at coach@elliscrum.net. Until next week, have a fantabulous Leadership Influencing Tuesday. God bless you, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.